We are live. Good evening. Live on the Drip app. And live on YouTube. So we are going to be breaking the Sonic Boom. Or maybe it should be Sonic Bang. But either way you cut it, there are over 40 hits in this break. There's opportunities for some of the wild parallels that come out of Sonic and the Bang Box mystery card there. So that is 9 boxes in total. That break just sold out a little while ago. Now we have another break that's on standby. It's an 8-box mixer. All right, and that break is listed right in the drip shop here. So we're going to talk about it a little bit while we do roll call and all that good stuff, and I properly caffeinate, and then, we finish with this in a little while, and maybe we can go on to that, right? Real quick, for those joining in early, and give you the first crack at this here. So 8-box mixer is a kind of a timeline break covering different products for 2019, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So we're covering 5 years worth of product there. And here's what we got. We got a Chronicles 2021 first off the line box. 2019 Heritage High number. For fun, threw in a couple of these Topps Holiday Mega Boxes from 2022. We got a box of 2020 Prism. 2022 Hobby Box of Donruss. And 2 TriStar Platinum Baseballs from 2023. So these just came out last month, I guess we can say now, right? In February. So remaining teams here, you got the Blue Jays at $69.99. Don't forget, Vladdy was a rookie in that 2019 high number. Rangers are $27.99. There's a lot of Rangers, whether outright or as part of a random, that could be in the TriStar ball, all right? Guys who, maybe not necessarily automatically go, but they'd be a part of that random. Would include guys like, Nolan Ryan, Pud Rodriguez, right? Padres, Tatis is a rookie in 2019 as well, $64.99. Brewers, $27.99. Wait, did somebody grab them? Hold on. I gotta double check that they are still available. Let's see. Yeah, Brewers are still available. So, baseballs. All right, Molitor. Robin Yount was like a lifer, so that would be an automatic. Molitor would be part of, I think it would be part of a random. I think he played for 3 years with, this was either the Blue Jays or the Twins. I think one he played for 2 years, one he played for 5. Or maybe, I don't know, does Yelich have a whammy? He has in the past. White Sox, $64.99. Lou Bob, a possibility in Prism. They're also very frequent in the baseballs. I should know. I get stuck with the White Sox a lot. I don't know why, but it's kind of a long time standing thing. And they're usually good for stuff like that. And I mean, not too long ago, we pulled a Frank Thomas baseball, right? We've pulled like Jose Abreu. We've pulled Ozzie Guillen and it had like a special like debut inscription, a rookie of the year inscription. I forget which. I actually have quite a few balls in the store here that came from having the White Sox left over. So Red Sox $49.99. Marlins $44.99. That would be a good one, like Jazz Chisholm rookies in 2021. You get that first off the line parallel. That'd be cool. And Diamondbacks $27.99. They're one of those sneaky teams that, they have. I know they traded them, but they have like Dalton Varsho as a rookie, right? I think in Donruss you could get Alec Thomas cards. Kind of stuff like that. How much were the Nationals? 60, yes. So gives you an idea of what you could be pulling out of this break. And again, we'll go over the teams again in a minute. But definitely want to get that trying to go for this evening. So we'd probably end here maybe a little after 9 o'clock, give or take a few minutes. I'd like to get that break scheduled and ready to go by 10. So the question is, can we get, 3 more teams, right? I think that would be the magic number. So 3 teams, and we could have another break tonight. If you're not watching on Drip, jump on into the Drip shop, and you can grab your teams from there. First come, first serve. All right. Oh, I think somebody doesn't realize that. All right. So again, Facebook has not been compatible with Drip the last couple weeks. So YouTube works, and I can see the chat. Twitch works, but I can't see the chat. It looks like Instagram's running too. I didn't double check that, but I have a little indicator up at the top, and it says Instagram's working. So let me get the YouTube link. And then we will do roll call. Let's see here. All right, so I got that sent out to the chats. And let's see who is here. So I know we got some watchers watching on Drip. Is there anybody watching who hasn't joined in the break? like to say hello and give a shout out. There you go. So again, we're just about to start roll call here. If you're not watching on Drip, you can kind of click into Drip via this stream and check out what we have available in the Drip shop as well. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to link this through my Facebook page, my personal one. And I'll even tweet it out there. How's that sound? So again, the Sonic Boom break is sold out, but we do have an 8-box break currently filling. Teams are posted in the Drip shop. And they're available first come, first serve there. All right, so without further ado, here comes the boom, ready or not. Scott Lamaglio, Brian Carnegie, Dan Stacy, Eric Pelletier, Jeff Lukowitz, James McCaffrey, Gail Anderson, Melissa Marin, Mike Jensen, Yehoshua Gold, Rodney Sanders, Jody Holt, I see on Facebook, Jose Montano, John Wright, Chad Reagan, and Richard Garcia Jr. So we are going to give that a hot second. Let that simmer. And I'm going to shoot some links out there. Cool. Yeah, and the best way to make sure, because I don't know how long that's going to last with the Facebook thing not working. I mean, I kind of want it to work, but I'm not sure what the deal is. And the last time I talked to somebody who manages the account on Drip, I got a little frustrated. So something about being a featured break and never happening, kind of thing. But yeah, I do have to reach out to their IT and see if we can fix that Facebook issue. But if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, whenever I pop up on YouTube, you should get a notification. So, not to mention, if we get to 1,000 subscribers, then I can actually do some stuff on YouTube and be a little different there, All right. So again, I'm sending the links to everybody right now. Oh, I can go on Whatnot. So I probably shouldn't say this while I'm streaming on Drip, but I am addressing a YouTube comment here. Their user interface, I've had some issues with, including not being able to just kind of send a copy of the video out. Like when I do this on Drip, so there's some stuff that I've hopped on there and done before, and I actually have a break that is planning on going on there. So I didn't post those teams into the Drip stream. I just post the 8-box mixer into the Drip stream. But it's one of those ones where we're still waiting for people to pay, and it's kind of dragging a little bit. But I wanted to do that particular break on Whatnot So that's how that was going to work. But usually I don't do it because like I can't just like take the video and put it in my archives. You know what I mean? I'd need to be filming, multiple angles or something like that. And that's usually doesn't work out well for one party or the other. Hey Scott, what's going on? So again, we're getting links out for roll call. And like right now, the link that I'm sending to everybody is a YouTube link. So if they miss it, they just pop on the YouTube channel, and then there it is, archived, ready for them to go. So, I've been doing things the same way for a very long time, and then when I try to do things a little bit differently, like I feel like there's some definite latent resistance. Like it's not deliberate, but like everybody's just so used to doing things a certain way. It's like we don't want to change. And I'm like, no, please do. This drives me crazy, Like, for example, the problem you had with the list. So we did a group, exclusive. We do that every once in a while. I give the group a heads up on a break when we got kind of like too chugging along, and I really want to post that third one, but I don't want it to interfere with everything else. And I know that the diehards are going to jump in it anyway. So then I pop it in the group, but you have some different things that happen on a page that happen in a group. For example, some people, including yourself, I think at one point, responded to your own comment. When you do that on the page, your comment still sits in the normal time order. When you do that in the group, it actually changes where your comment is positioned on the timeline. So it was kind of difficult to keep up. And then on top of that, like if somebody messaged me, hey, I want this team, like that's fine. But if you do it within the first 5 to 10 minutes of when a break is posted, that's not good for me because I'm just going to be like, I have to make sure that I edit it and put it into the thing and then okay it, because I have to make sure that within the 30 seconds it takes me to do that. And, God forbid I'm like driving or something like that. A lot of times I will be like, all right, I got a 30-minute drive. Let me post this break. And when I get home, I'll figure out where everybody's teams are. And that's why, if you notice, I do cross-post things, but I'll never cross-post something that's only been up for about an hour because, again, I prefer to be a sane person and not lose my mind. So let's see. All these I can't see. Ugh. I just need to make sure they don't do something. All right, good. I didn't miss anything. What was I doing? Oh, somebody asked me the name of somebody. Okay. Who was that guy? All right, so I think I got everybody messaged. Let's see. You're here. Da, 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 da. Yep, message you. All right. And then I got that on the original post in the group. Or I'm going to have that in the original post in the group. Yeah, that is that's always been my biggest weakness. So, and the one point where I would have been able to have paid somebody to help me out, and I was making enough sales to do that, it turns out that I was working out of my house and the whole world was closed, so it wasn't like I was going to let somebody in the house. There's not enough room for everybody in there as it is, especially when my stuff was there. It's like, couldn't open a store. We had to deal with that. All right, so again, the Sonic Boom Break is closed out. Sold out 100%, all done. But we do have an 8-box break that is just 3 teams away. 3 teams away from happening. And I am going to show off those boxes one more time and go over that list of teams one more time. And maybe we can make it there tonight. Topps Holiday Mega Box 2022. 2 of those. This is a timeline break. There are 5 years worth of product in here. 2019 Heritage High Number Hobby Box. 2021 Chronicles First Off the Line. 2023 Platinum Baseballs, 2 of them. 2022 Donruss Hobby and 2020 Prism Hobby. So you got all that. There's 8 teams left. Diamondbacks are $27.99. Marlins $44.99. Red Sox $49.99. White Sox $64.99. Brewers $27.99. Padres $64.99. Rangers $27.99. Blue Jays $69.99. And your best bang for the buck teams would probably be the Blue Jays, the Rangers, and I guess it'd be kind of a toss-up between, the White Sox or the Diamondbacks, you know? So Blue Jays, Rangers, and it's kind of close between the White Sox and Diamondbacks as far as bang for the buck. All right. So there's no limitations here, right? Because that's another break. And hopefully we can get that to break around 10 o'clock. So that being said, let's rip you a new one. And we can even start with whatever box we want, right? We're going to push the bang box towards, we can decide on middle or end for that one in a little while. But what do you want to see us break first in here? We got 4 boxes of the Elite Extra Edition and 4 boxes of the Sonic Light. So Padres, it would be Tatis Jr. rookies and Cronenworth rookies, right? They're the rookies. And then the bang box, they'd be a big possibility, right? Tatis probably has a case hit in Donruss. So Padres are a strong team. But you're not counting on a lot of players, you know. So this is up for vote right now. All right, I'm going to give it a minute or so. What do you want to see first? Chrome or Elite Extra Edition? Oh, I forgot to. There was one more person I had to message. I am not seeing any comments on Drip. If anybody has commented on Drip at all, and you have my messenger, message me. Oops. That was the wrong thing to copy and paste. What the heck? I don't remember doing that. This is what I'm supposed to send. There were messages done on Drip. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing any. I thought it was really quiet on Drip. So let me see if I can see them from my phone. It's another way to do it. Let's see. Sports cards. That's live. All right. So I see I made it. Hola, hey, LOL, yes, and test. And I have no idea what context any of those were, but if I missed anything else, I apologize. So I now have it on Drip. So my apologies. I don't know what the heck's going on with the interface on Drip. All right. So I just cleared the live chat. Now how do I bring it back? Oh my god, that's annoying. What the hell was that? Excuse me. It's kind of like okay. Oof. Yeah, let's never do that again. Yeah, I can't see the chat. I'm going to do a test. It says failed to connect. Okay. All right. So I'll be able to see it from my phone. So that's cool. So I got one vote for Sonic and no other votes. But I can see the Drip stuff now. Let's rip you a new one. Good luck. Underwear is just a filter. Yeah. I had a little pizza. Got a nice pizza place across the street here. And the last time I went to Jersey Mike's, which is another block down the road, so you know it's a little drizzling today. I didn't want to go down that far anyway, but the kids, a couple of the kids were a little jealous, so I'm just like, fine, I'll eat pizza again. Had pizza over the weekend. Pizza's kind of like that one thing you know you're gonna have when you do a card show. Especially, it doesn't matter what kid I bring with me. Like, pizza's just gonna happen one time. You know, if Gabby comes, then like one of the other meals might be Chinese, and you know, Ellie, it's gonna be French fries. Lexi, it's usually Wendy's. Well, that's more of a softball thing than a work thing, but so here we go. Yes, sir, I did. I did say I would rip you a new one. Oh, nice. We have a Sonic parallel. Very good. Well, at least we're hitting them. That's a plus. So good luck, everyone. And again, the Chrome Sonic Light, I don't think they really needed to name it Sonic. I think they could have just been like, so we got these things exclusively in here, right? Like, just call it Chrome Light. Because I don't think the Sonics even come in every box. I think it's like every 2 to 3, if I'm not mistaken. But the Raywave parallels do come in every box. So why not call it a Raywave box? Because that's what they just call light. So just call it light. I don't know. I have thought of a clever little break. So keep an eye out for that. I don't know if I'm gonna get it posted tonight, especially if things go well and we end up getting this other break going, right? Oh, somebody's got a decision to make. All right. This is a fun thing. Oh, there's another one of those. Oh, wow. I don't know if that one counts. Holy cow. Let's see. I gotta look at something real quick. All right. This is so I won't see drip for a couple seconds. I have to look at something real quick. Oh, look at that. That does qualify. Okay, cool. All right. So when I put this break out, I did deliberately state something on there. So some of you might recall what it was. I just want to make sure. Shoot. I thought I sent him a link. I need to send him a link. It says message failed to send. That's what the problem is. Is Dan Stacy here? Oh, that's weird. It's not letting me. Oh, okay. I did send it to you. Okay. All right. So now I have to go back on to Drip so that I can actually see people's comments. So, hey, Mike, what's going on? Oh, you're on Instagram. Okay. Dan, can you send me the link to Instagram so I can see the comments here? I don't know if there's a way to share that. Let's see. I still don't know how to find it when it's mine. There's a way to do it, and I have no idea how to do it. Do I go into my story? No. This thing? This thing? No. Let's see. Requests? Yes. Ah, perfect. Okay. So I just wanted to be able to see reaction here. So here we go. Sorry for everybody else. So we're going to start this off pretty hard right off from the beginning. Dan Stacy, you have pulled an X-ray wave parallel of Aaron Judge. Now, we are a participating store in the Topps MVP buyback program. So the question is this Judge something you wanted to have, or would you rather have $40 in credit? So Judge or $40 in credit? Got Raimel Tapia with a refractor. Youthquake, one of the exclusive inserts for this Sonic Light. You'll take the $40 credit. That was quick. I wonder how quick it's going to be when I ask this. Do you also want the $20 credit for this Judge? Gee, these Yankees are getting cheaper and cheaper by the day. I'm glad I bought a ton of these boxes because we're going to do some random team stuff with them too. So you're up to 60 right now. It's not a bad start. All about that base. But as we've seen, some of that base can be money. This guy kind of just missed out on an MVP opportunity, but maybe we'll see his teammate pop up in this as well. Let's see. Jose Ramirez, not a bad one for the Ray Waves as well. And were you the one that got the Guardians too? I think you did. Let me see. Yeah, so you've already gotten two of the Ray Waves. Although you gave one back. Which I understand why. So Jose Ramirez. Ray Wave. Michael Brantley. Prism Refractor. And here comes the Sonic parallel. Zach Pop for the Marlins, number 10 out of 99. Yes, the buyback program, and I'm going to give you the simplified version. If you go search Topps MVP buyback, there's a page. You can find out what stores are participating, one of which is ours. And you can also find out what cards are eligible. So it's the first of a series of promotions that we'll probably see, either over the course of the year or the many years that Fanatics has the license. Spencer Torkelson, Youthquake. And Trevor Rogers. So basically, they announced that the MVP winners, Aaron Judge and Paul Goldschmidt, could have their cards exchanged at participating locations for a credit. The base cards are equivalent to $20 in store credit. The base refractors, or in this case, the ray waves, $40 credit. All right. All the way up to number to 25 can get you up to $200 in store credit, I believe it was. Right? It's 200? I think so. So there's a whole like spreadsheet that they have. So you bring the card to your participating location, which, you know, granted, if you're breaking with me, you can't bring it here, but it's already here. To stimulate interest in the product and redirect people towards the small businesses that sell cards. You know, it's kind of a way that Fanatics is extending itself to the hobby shop community. And then if you don't have an LCS nearby you that's participating, there is a way to mail them in. I guess they're really only taking mail-ins from two big places, right? And there's a form that gets filled out. And it's just those two players. And it's just Topps Chrome, right? Topps Chrome only. It doesn't include Cosmic. And it doesn't include Ben Baller. It's just Chrome, and I guess it's two special subsidiaries. The Logo Fractor boxes, right? Because those are regular base Chrome cards inside. And these Sonic Light boxes, because primarily they're regular base Chrome cards inside. There's just some extra stuff in there. That's all. But it's just those two players. So it's just Aaron Judge and Goldie. Chris Bryant refractor. Raimel Tapia with the Prism refractor. Got another Ray Wave. Pavin Smith. Well, there you go. And I believe it's up to the discretion of the card store, but I believe oh, look at that. Dan, do you want another $20 credit? We had doubles in a box. Most boxes don't have one. Look at that. Dan has pretty much gotten a free break for the Yankees. It was $90 for the Yankees. He did the Facebook combo special, which gets you 10% off. So, Dan, you got the Yankees for $1. That's not bad. I was debating between 90 and 120. I kind of went back and forth, and I'm like, I've seen some of these boxes have neither of the guys. So I'm like, I'm expecting like 20 or 40 to come out. But that's a good haul. You're one base card away from pretty much a free break. That's very cool. Luis Garcia is another Sonic. Maybe it is more than every other box or so. Or no, this is a Ray Wave. This is not a Sonic. I'm sorry. The other one wasn't a Sonic either, was it? I don't know. 37 out of 199. Those are just not black and white Ray Waves. All right. All about that base, Alexander Wells, refractor. So Dan is up to $80 in credit right now. We haven't even shown a hit yet. Trevor Rogers is a Ray Wave as well. Matt Manning. Tyler Stevenson with the refractor. Bryce Baby, and Tatis. Who do you think is going to be the 2023 buyback candidates? I mean, based on spring training, Ronnie Mauricio and Jarred Kelenic are in the lead for MVP votes. Okay, it's a little early for that, right? All right, we're going to alternate back and forth. So let's do Elite Extra Edition and pop some hits out now. And on the cover, we got definitely our two cover boys here. Drew Jones and Jackson Holiday. Wondering if I can move things around a little bit and get this camera closer. I just reset everything back up, and I'm like, this is a little too far away. There we go. That's better. Extreme close-up. Good deal. I'm like stretching over the table here, and it's not comfortable. Five cards per pack. 5 packs per box. So it's only 25 cards. But out of those 25, 10 are hits. All right. 2 relics and 8 autos on average. You know, we always got to say on average because you never know when they're going to forget one. All right. So again, we did I almost forgot to put it in when I copied and pasted the original post. I always use like a template on my phone, and I forgot to put in the what you call it. I don't know, not parentheses. I forgot to grab the last spot, which was the DPL spot. So there are Dominican Prospect League kids in here now. I don't think any of those kids have been able to be signed yet because I think it's still well, actually, I don't know because did the date happen yet? The date might have happened. Yeah, because this set's really coming out late. Normally it comes out in December, and it's possible that some of these guys could have been signed already. So I always got to look through and make sure. But if there's a player that's not been drafted or signed, then it's gonna go to the DPL spot. If they have been signed, then precedent says that it will go to whatever team they've signed with. So just been doing this for 9 years, and the dates have changed, but the rules are the same. So we got Kumar Rocker. He was an interesting one because he showed up for the Mets initially, and then the Mets ended up not signing him, and now he shows up for Texas. So Herman Ramirez, we'll look him up in a minute. And Chandler Simpson, that's going to go to the Rays. So nothing numbered there. Jimmy Crooks, number 286 out of 349. Nazir Mule, 135 out of 209. It's a die cut, so we'll give that a little 1 cent love there. And that's the Cubs. Got Drew Gilbert, Contenders Optichrome. Rangers, Aaron Zavala. Joe Lamp, Cleveland. And this is Samuel Zavala. I guess maybe it's Aaron's brother. Doesn't say. Tyler Locklear, numbered 42 out of 63 prime numbers. J.R. Ritchie and Termar Johnson, Pirates. Nick Morabito. So I believe this is the Mets. Number to 999, Dalton Rogers. Robert Moore, number to 349. David McCabe. And that's going to go to the Braves. Cooper Kinney, Future Threads. Not numbered. I thought they all numbered. Guess not. Cooper Kinney for the Rays. Number to 499, Thomas Harrington. We got Robert Moore, die cut, numbered to 999. Chase DeLauder, and that's a hollow or a silver. Justin Campbell. Drew Gilbert, Astros. Trevor Martin, that's the third Rays hit already. And then number to 349, Josue Demi. And then number to 299. So a little double Demi dip there. So let me top load these autographs real quick. Let's leave the rest of those. Is there a 75 or a 55? 75. There we go. Get those now. All right, so now we just got a repeat cycle. Sonic, Extra, Sonic, Elite, Sonic, Edition. And then you want to do the bang box at the end? I'm thinking bang box at the end here. All right, yes. So German Ramirez is signed to the Houston Astros. These are new ones. So we're breaking 2022 Topps Chrome Sonic Light and 2022 Elite Extra Edition. The only thing that might be an old baseball card, we don't know yet, is going to be a buyback card in a product called Leaf Bang. All right, so let's get back to Chrome here. Yeah, we'll set that there for now. So we've already racked up $80 worth of store credit out of the first box. And let's see what comes out of here. Oh, and let's see if I can pull up Instagram again. Please try again later. There we go. I couldn't see any comments on Instagram for a few minutes there. Oh, you're on here now. Okay. That works. Then I'll go back to Twitch. Ooh, that's a fun one. Because I have that up on there too. Let's see. We do have one viewer on Twitch. No chat though. All right. So again, we do have a break listed in the Drip Shop for those of you watching on Drip. And we're just 3 teams away from running it. 8-box mixer. All right, so here's the first half of it. So we got Nelson Cruz, Albert Pujols, happy retirement, Matt Olson, Harrison Bader, Max Muncy, Rainbow Prism Refractor, Gabriel Arias, because Cleveland rocks, Justin Verlander, here's German Marquez, O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates. Mike Moustakas, Matt Chapman, Brandon Marsh, Youthquake. Buster Posey. And Lou Bob. Joe Musgrove rounds out the Ray Waves. So again, we're on Drip, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch. Well, the Twitch feed doesn't want to stay up. Interesting. There we go. Now I can see the chat on Twitch. Probably not any of the old stuff, though. All right, so I'm going to switch it back to Drip because that has a lot more action. So, yeah, we were just talking about them earlier. Bart and Blade buyback. No, I don't think that's happening. Oh, look at this. Wait, is this what I hope it is? That's a Sonic parallel. All right. That's a good one. So we do have a Sonic in this box. Again, we didn't see one in the first box. After a closer look, I was like, oh, wait, those are Ray Waves, but they're just not the black and white ones. So there's numbered Ray Waves, and then there's the Sonic Pulse. Those are the ones that are a little harder to get. And the ones that are really hard to get are these absurdly difficult double and triple autographs. Trying to see if I can find a Topps Chrome multi-autographs starting with odds as good as 1 in 10,425. I don't think we're going to see one, but if we do, that'd be awesome. Ohtani and Soto, maybe. I think Soto's going to be way more likely to stick around now that we know Machado's going to be not opting out. Acuna Matata over there. Eloy Jimenez. Jared Kelenic. I think like Mauricio, he's gone yard a few times this spring also. And Tim Anderson with a refractor. Brandon Marsh rookie. Jose Altuve. Prism refractor. Casey Mize. Ray Wave. Black and white. Ramirez and Lindor. That's possible. That'd be kind of cool. But maybe Alonso hits like 74 home runs. Rookie Cup of Dylan Carlson. Numbered 183 out of 299. So there's the Sonic parallel right there. That's not too bad. Dylan Carlson, numbered to 299. So back to Extra Edition. All right. Oh, that's a nice die. Oh, wow. We got a big die cut coming up here. Big die cut coming up. You know, people say, oh, well, Panini Baseball, you know, they're not as pretty because they don't have team jerseys on them. Well, yeah, but when you get a cool card like this, who cares? So we got Jacob Miller, Yerlin Luis. So we got to look this kid up next. Chandler Simpson, Rays. That looks familiar. I think we just pulled that in the last box. Number 287 out of 499, Ryan Cermak. Numbered 8 out of 13, Jackson Holiday, Orioles. That's a decent card. Lamar King Jr. And then we got Kumar Rocker for the Rangers. Third overall pick with the relic card. And not only does Cleveland rock, but I love Lamp. So we got Joe Lamp. Or Lampy. I'm not sure which. I think the E is silent. 135 out of 349, Tristan Vreeling. Jonathan Cannon, numbered 6 out of 122. Jacob Melton, college ticket, 189 out of 199. Jacob Berry, 6 overall pick for the Marlins. Trout and Acuna for MVP. That would be fun. Braves are already so loaded in breaks, though, with Michael Harris and Vaughn Grissom. Do they need more help? I don't know. Nick Morabito again. So we're getting some repeats. $900 out of $999. Jacob Waters. Jimmy Crooks, numbered to $499. Spencer Jones with a hollow. Andrew Pintar. Diamondbacks. I'm not sure which New York team. 23 out of 99, Fidel Montero. We'll have to look him up, too. I think Fidel Montero's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to guess. It's a 50-50 shot, but I still don't want to do it. Oh, Danimal. My kids used to have that with their lunch every day. Danimals? Yeah. Carlos Danimal. 319 out of 349. You got number to 299, Alex McFarland. Is Yankees Montero? I had a feeling. I didn't want to be wrong, though. Especially it would make me look like a bad Mets fan. 94 out of 244, Michael Knorr. I feel like he was in 21 Bowman, so that's where my vision was going. Jackson Ferris. Dylan Beavers from Baltimore. And then Padres, number to 180, Adam Mazer. And Robert Moore to 499 to close out the box. All right, so I got to top load a couple of these. And then we got to look up these two DPL kits. Good deals. Thank you. All right. So Carlos Danimal. You know what? I think I should look up the baseball cube. That'd probably help. That one looks safe for the DPL. I do a more thorough search in the morning when I sort it, but I'm seeing nothing pop up there. Yeah, and this one goes to the Guardians. So, yeah, but I've always had them like go to the teams they belong to, and the pandemic messed everything up with the date being pushed back to January. Now, that didn't matter the last couple of years because Elite Extradition is a December release. And I wasn't thinking, oh yeah, this came out at the end of February. So that was my mistake. So I'll if it depletes what you get, then I'll make it right because I wasn't thinking about that. And we have had it doesn't normally work out this way. And with all the delays in the releases, it's kind of was something I missed. But normally they do crush it because none of them are signed. And I always have it unsigned. And then, we throw an Elite Extra Edition later in the year, and then it changes the rubric I use for the numbers. But again, like Bowman's Best is coming out, I think, in a week or two. Everything's just so abnormal right now. And people that don't understand what's going on with these paper shortages that happened last year And there was also one of the biggest paper mills in the world went on strike. So in addition to all the logistics problems that were a direct cause of the pandemic, people are like, oh, these guys don't care anymore. They're just printing stuff as if it's 2022 still, right? And it's like, that's not exactly how it's working. There's a lot of issues in the supply chain, and they weren't able to produce the sets in the timeline that was originally expected. And Panini, not so much of a big deal because they work usually 4 to 6 weeks out, right? So this Elite Extra Edition, that set's done. 22 is done for them. Now that brings up another question that we'll get to in a minute, and it's what's next for Panini Baseball? Because if anybody looks at the release schedule, it doesn't look like there is anything next for Panini Baseball. And there was definitely a comment that was made at the Topps Industry Conference, not a comment, but a slide. And it kind of made you wonder what is going to happen to Panini. So we got Orioles. Dylan Beaver strikes again. 10 out of 33. 10 out of 33. On-card auto, die cut. Very cool. Brenner Cox. Nationals. So, yeah, what is going on with Panini Baseball? Is it dead? Because they lose 2023. That's when they lose the MLBPA licensing. Now, I wasn't sure what the specific date was, whether it was early in the year, late in the year, but I think it's this entire year. So I don't think they can produce a 2023 baseball set in the same way that they have been. Mason Fluharty, numbered to 349. Marcus Johnson, 60 out of 90, right? 60 out of 66. So there was a slide that came up at the industry conference for Topps, and it pretty much had all Topps' licenses on one side, and it said, this is what's left for Panini. And there was no baseball on there. And it makes you wonder, one, I really thought by the end of March, we would hear word of a sale from Panini. So the time's ticking on my original prediction from like a year and a half ago. I thought by first quarter 2023, Panini was going to tap out. Here's a question, though. Did Panini wait too long, and now Fanatics isn't even interested in the IP? Can Panini survive with what was on that slide? You know, English Premier League, La Liga, NASCAR. You know, WWE goes back next year to Topps. So that was one of the things that they were making a point of in their slide. You know, stuff that Topps has or is coming back to them. So we got Rangers, Aaron Zavala again. This one is 148 out of 199. Pirates, Michael Kennedy. Is it possible that maybe Panini waited a little too long to sell? Because here's the thing. Panini has purchased all these other licenses. They're still going to be able to operate. Are they going to slim it back? Because what is their biggest seller? And we kind of think, oh, it's trading cards. It's not. Panini's biggest seller is stickers. They are a global force in that's where their money's come from in the past, right? Panini America was created when they started buying up the Donrusses, the playoffs, all the companies that went bankrupt and out of business, right? Upper Deck managed to snag Fleer. Brian Gray got the name Leaf and a few of the patterns, but not everything, right? He got the first 3 years of Leaf and the Pro Set design. J.R. Ritchie number to 499. I mean, all that intellectual property for Prism and all that stuff, like if Panini goes bankrupt, then that goes up on the auction block. Maybe it's like we're at the point where Fanatic says, let them sink. I don't know. 41 out of 999, Termar Johnson. I mean, I do know that from what I see, Panini, they're still kind of milking it as much as they can get for these sets. There's another Jackson Holiday, number 1 overall pick for the Orioles, with a relic there. They're not as off, but they are asking quite a bit for some of this 2022 stuff. And in defense, they have a very good rubric that they can use, a very good tool, a very good guide in first off the line. Their football stuff isn't hitting bottom. Basketball is. That's a needle decider right there, that it's like, all right, you're running on empty here. You're priced too high. But football, there's still enough demand even at the prices that they're put them at, that people are still buying. Brock Jones, Tampa Bay. So what do we think the fate of Panini Baseball is going to be? Do you think that they're laying low for a while and trying to figure some things out, reinvent the way the model that they do things? Or do we think that they're done? Leaf still doing baseball products. They've never had the MLBPA behind them. They've had to do individual deals. Now, there are some difficulties, because if somebody's a Fanatics exclusive, they can't sign trading cards for anybody else. 166 out of 349, Cole Young. We used to have some Topps exclusive signers, right? Mike Trout was the first lifetime one. In the past, Jeter's been an exclusive for Topps, and before that, he was an exclusive for Upper Deck. Ichiro, same thing. He was at one point an exclusive for Upper Deck. And then now you've seen him signing for Leaf and for Topps and all those brands. Bryce Harper has been a long-time exclusive for Topps, right? But now that Fanatics owns Topps, Anthony Volpe goes to a card convention and is doing autographs. There's a little thing in there that says he will not sign unlicensed trading cards. So you can't even bring your old Panini stuff for him to sign. So they've got that shut down. Anybody who's a Fanatics exclusive, do not expect to see them in anybody else's products. Oh, looks like there is a new product that showed up in a picture somewhere, and nobody knew what it was. They've released something through Walmart with exclusive foil board cards as a retail product called the Super Box. It is a pre-order. It's not officially out yet. So if anybody wants the 411 on this, so there's 25 oversized baseball cards to collect, And then there's silver pattern foil board base cards. So think of like the silver packs, except for a different design for retail. And then there's 1 of 10 exclusive pins. So one oversized card. I don't know if it's going to be the same box loaders as the jumbos or if it's going to be something different. 3 special silver pack cards, not like the ones in Hobby, but different. And then 1 of 10 collector's pins. So that just came up on Walmart's site as a pre-order. Anybody's interested in that. I tried to see if I could click and put one in the shopping cart for poops and giggles, but no autos guaranteed. It's going to be just as hard to get one in one of those as it would in any retail. So there's retail packs in there. So there's no guarantees, but I'm sure unless they water them down like they have with Bowman Megas in the past, you should still be able to get a 1 in a billion chance at an autograph. All right, maybe a little exaggeration. David McCabe, Braves. And Cubbies, 61 out of 199. Casey Opitz. Casey Opitz. How good of a prospect will you be when your name sounds like armpits? No. Eric De La Cruz, number to 499. Andrew Taylor, number to 299. Chandler Simpson. Hector Liriano. I don't know. He looks a little on the young side. Maybe he makes it. Hector Liriano. Trevor Martin, Rays. And then you got Jason Morabel, 349. And Jake Madden, number to 185. I wonder if there's any relation to Ty Madden. I don't know. It looks like he could be. All right. Hector Liriano. And born in 2006, he's 16, so he is on the Nationals Farm Club. He hasn't been assigned. He's been assigned to the DSL Nationals, but they haven't started playing yet because right now we're in spring training and the minor leagues guys that are in like rookie ball and lower levels haven't started yet. So Hector Liriano is Nationals. All right. So we got 2 Chrome Sonic Lights and 1 Elite Extra Edition and 1 Leaf Bang Box left to go. The Jackson Holiday, I would consider one. And then, you know, you got to remember, I mean, that Sonic Light's a little bit of a different animal with the autographs being very hard to get. I mean, 3 Aaron Judges is the equivalent to a banger, especially when one's a refractor. You know what I mean? It's a little different animal there. We haven't seen a Goldschmidt yet, though, if anybody's noticed. And I just picked up. Here's the Super Box product details. There's 10 packs in the Super Box that we were just talking about. The oversized card is an exclusive, so it's not going to match the ones in the jumbo boxes. It is an exclusive oversized card. 10 trading pins to collect. And then, it's not a 3-card pack, it's a 5-card pack. So silver pattern foil board cards, 50 to collect, 5 in each pack. And there are the possibilities of autographs and relics. It does say that in there. Look for autos and relics. So, just in case anybody was curious about those. I got to admit, I'm curious. Now, we are getting retail. So, like, I have hangers for sale in the store, and I was able to get them at the wholesale price, meaning there's no map pricing on that I've been made aware of, meaning I can charge, whatever I feel like on them. And it's not like they're a huge money maker. So I'm charging $12 as opposed to $14.99 at the stores. And some stores will even charge a little bit higher, So just keep that in mind. I'm actually selling them shipped for the same price as the stores are. I wouldn't say it's for kids. You got to remember, people say, "Oh, save it for the kids." And it's like, there's all different levels of collectors. Some people they like the low-end stuff. No stress, no having to spend big bucks and, worry about whether you're going to get a monster hit or not. Just basically, it's for fun, man, right? I want to try to collect the set. I want to try to collect all 10 of those stupid little pins. I want to get all 25 of those oversized cards. So, yeah, but if you think about it, I mean, pins are okay for the kids, but who really collects pins? That's an old school thing right there. If anything, I would almost think it would be equally, if not more attractive to somebody who's, like boomer age. Which my kids think I am, but I'm not. And I prove every day I'm way cooler than that. But, it's... Think of all the pins that used to come out in like the 40s, the 50s, the 60s. That was a big thing back then. So I don't look at it as a kid thing. I just look at it as a niche thing. Kids alike, and probably some of the older collectors will like it too. All right. Got another T rookie coming up here. Where is this? There we go. Any chance of the second break running after? I'm trying. I've mentioned it a few times. I'll mention it again. We need 3 more teams in order to move on with the 8-box baseball mixer. And if we don't have that set by 10 o'clock, then it's safe to assume that we're going to have to move it to tomorrow. So we got a Wander Franco rookie. That's not too shabby there. Considering all the Rays autographs that have come out in this break. Joe Musgrove. Prism Refractor. Let's go Brandon Crawford. Garrett Cole. Ray Wave. Pete Alonso. Hoy Park. Refractor. Fernando Tatis, Lars Nootbaar, Bryce Baby, Max Muncy, numbered 50 out of 199 with the Aqua Ray Wave. Yordan Alvarez, Tony Santillan, Alex Verdugo, Ray Wave. Mike Trout. Ryan Mountcastle, Youthquake. Andrew McCutchen, Prism Refractor. Lubob, Ray Wave. Franmil Reyes, Prism Refractor. CJ Abrams, Youthquake. And Matt Vierling, Ray Wave. Wow, 3 Aaron Judges and no Paul Goldschmidts yet. Well, that's why I didn't go too crazy either way on either of those teams. Yeah, Carlson. And Nootbaar. No Goldschmidt. That's so odd. So I would love to be able to run the second break tonight. I don't know if it's, no pun intended, in the cards, but we'll see. Last box of Elite Extra Edition. So we've had a little luck with Holiday so far. No auto, though. But a relic and a parallel number to 13. I wouldn't call that a loss either. Especially with the couple autos of that other guy. Whatever his name is. All right. Joe Lamp, Drew Gray. So I don't know which Chicago team that is. We'll have to look him up. I think it's Cubs because he's wearing a blue jersey. I'm going to assume it's the Cubs. Henry Williams, Padres. I'll double check it when I sort it, obviously. But Ryan Cermak, numbered to 349. Ryan Ritter, numbered to 299. Parker Hessick with the hollow. Kevin Parada, Mets. Oh, here's a decent prospect coming after him, too, but this one's signed. Yesterday, we had a nice signed Parada on a personal break of these. Drew is Cubs? Okay, cool. Thank you. 8 out of 185. Angels, Zach Neto. I believe he was their first rounder in this last draft. So he's kind of one of the names to chase overall. 350 out of 499. Mikey Romero. Hunter Pattison, numbered 43 out of 190. Sterling Thompson. Tyler Stewart, New York. Not sure which New York team it is. So, Kevin, feel free to be on that. Luke Gold, Tigers. 237 out of 349, Jacob Waters. Robert Arias, numbered 1 out of 185. That's a DPL card, so we'll look him up. Walter Ford with the hollow. Cardinals, Cooper Sherpy. Three to break. So we are on standby. We have 22 teams for the 8-boxer. 8 remain. So, yeah, that Onyx vintage, that was before that was made before he even signed with the Mets. 23 out of 58 for Cleveland, Nate Furman. 723 out of 999, Gavin Cross. Spencer Miles, numbered 86 out of 299. And we got Jimmy Crooks for the Cardinals. And then you have Tristan Vreeling, die cut to 999. Andrew Morris, 227 out of 499. And then we really got to look up this Robert Arias guy because numbered 48 out of 49. Right there. Now I got to find thick sleeves. Got him. So that is 120. That is 130. Where's a 130? Is that the one I knocked over before? There we go. Yeah, that's good. I think that's 130s. Yep, those are 130s. All right. Robert Arias. Not coming up on MILB.com. Definitely not this kid. He probably wasn't even born. Robert, and then we'll just do a regular Google search. Robert Arias, Dominican. And we'll type in free agent. Those should be the best keywords. So Roderick Arias was signed in 2022. There was a Rainer Arias that signed with the Giants. Three international. All right. Robert Arias. Does not show up on the top 50 list, so it's very likely he's not eligible yet. So I think we got you. I think we got you a big one. All right, and that's a relic auto too. So I'll confirm it tomorrow, but that one looks like we're clear to go on that one. I did a little deeper search than I normally do on the phone, but I wanted to make sure. All right, so I got to top load these guys. We have one more Sonic light box to go. And then we have the Bang box. So, I do things for a reason, right? And one of the things I did was I'm like, this is a good break that's going to spread around a lot of hits. But definitely no guarantee of like something huge coming out. So we want to see a card that hopefully, is worth at least $100 come out. I don't know what that Jackson Holiday is worth. Numbered to 13, probably pretty significant, but I don't even know if that reaches 100. But the Bang box should help us get there. All right. So last box before we finish with the coup de grace. So again, 3 more teams needed for the 8 box to happen. I was still waiting on a few payments. I got to double check where exactly those stand. But we are kind of running out of time to get there for tonight. Definitely running low on time to get there tonight. So if somebody was thinking of pulling the trigger and you wanted to see it happen tonight, sooner is going to be more likely than later. Even now is not necessarily guaranteed because I got to check on payments. So, fourth Sonic Lightbox of the break. So you can kind of tell where we got the Sonic Boom name. And we'll just finish this one off. My drip keeps, I forget, I keep losing it. Searching things. There we go. All right. No new comments. Good deal. All right, so we got a couple of those Youthquakes. Couple decent parallels. Is there bang potential for the Angels? Oh, absolutely. Trout, Ohtani, graded cards or autographs would be probably tough, but could come in a product like that. But you could get like a graded parallel or something like that. That's very possible. All right, I don't think he's going to be shut out. I think I just saw a Cardinals logo and what might have been Paul Goldschmidt. Let's see. We'll find out in a second. I'm really just kind of looking for that 1 in a billion shot at an autograph. Oh, is there any bang potential in the next break? In the 8-box? Yeah, there is. There's some regular hits, and the baseballs, should make any team that gets the baseball a winner. Again, there's a lot of those players that they would go to random. But there is potential there. And at the end of the break, just after we recap it, we'll also go over the teams in the 8-box one more time. Oh, that was Arenado. Ooh. We got another Sonic parallel. Chris Bryant, numbered to 199 for the Giants. So Chris Bryant, numbered to 199. Here comes the Bohm, ready or not, with a Ray Wave. Oh, look at that. A rainbow prism. or a prism refractor is, I think, the technical term for it. All right, let's look at my list here. Topps MVP buyback prices. Topps Chrome, prism refractor. Looks like it's in the $40 range. Chad Reagan, are you live with us? So you now have the decision, the very not so difficult decision. I'll go over the teams left. I'm trying to get a hold of Chad, so why not? Blue Jays, $69.99. Rangers, $27.99. Padres, $64.99. Brewers, $27.99. White Sox, $64.99. Red Sox, $49.99. Marlins, $44.99. Diamondbacks, $27.99. Franmil Reyes. Again, my bang for the buck teams. Definitely like the Blue Jays and the Rangers. And then it's kind of a toss-up for who's next between the Diamondbacks and the White Sox. So those are the top 4 of the 8 left, in my opinion. Alex Verdugo, refractor. Kybert Ruiz, Matt Manning, Falad. And one more Judge. Why not? Make it an even 100. Here come the Judge. So Dan Stacy, I'm going to assume you're going to take another 20 for that. So you basically you spent 90 minus 10%, so 81 for the Yankees, and you got some stuff out of Elite Extra Edition, definitely, and that's how strong the buyback can be. Juan Soto, Prism Refractor. And while I've only seen one Goldschmidt so far, it was a refractor too, so that was worth 40. So not too bad for both of those teams. Jazz Chisholm, Youthquake. Reed Detmers, Youthquake. All about that base, H to the Izzo. Garrett Cole, Refractor. Joe Adell, Prism Refractor. Bryce Baby. Trent Grisham, Braywave. And Ryan McMahon, Raywave. All right, it's time for a little ba with a ba to bang to bang. Here comes the grand finale. Leaf Bang. It's some old card. Nobody wants to see this. This guy doesn't even play anymore. $1968 Topps. You ever see that movie, What About Bob? Well, here's Bob Clemente. Wonder if he's related to Roberto. Played for the same team, Pirates. Pirates, this is a PSA 5. PSA 5. Roberto Clemente, 1968 Topps. That is pretty cool. So, Mike, I will see you next week here. Do you need it sooner? You were just here today. Oh, man, I like it. Is that considered a banger? I don't even know. It's definitely in good shape. OC, top to bottom, probably the main issue there. You know, when I look at cards, okay. So I always look at whatever the card's worst attribute is, because it's only likely to grade like a point higher. But 1968 Topps, PSA 5, Clemente. So it's not a high number card, so that'll have some effect there. Yeah, depends on who's selling it. I'm seeing 130, 175. So somewhere in between 130 and 175 is probably a good fair market value on that. So a nice hit. So that was our bang for the break. Not bad at all. Yeah, not a twin. Definitely not a twin. All right, so let's recap what we got here. Yeah, man, that's why we put that stuff in there. So instead of having all these amazing Aaron Judges, Dan instead wanted $100 in credit from the MVP buyback. Okay, fine. Trade him in. And I'm going to assume Chad's going to take the $40 for the Prism Refractor Paul Goldschmidt. So, you know, those were some minor wins right there. Or major wins, however you want to put it. DPL, even though the dates don't align well, they still did well. Robert Arias, numbered to 49, with a RPA there, I guess you could say. I mean, it's not really a rookie, but it's a PPA, Prospect Patch Auto. Chris Bryant for the Giants. Drew Gray Auto for the Cubs. Padres, Henry Williams. Yeah, it would have been nice to see a parallel of Ohtani. J-Rod would have been cool, but you know that's a short print. So that one's a bit of a stretch, but they do exist. Angels, Zach Neto. That was good for the Angels because that's actually one of the top prospects you can pull for them. And that's numbered to 185. You got Tyler Stewart for New York, Luke Gold, Tigers, Cleveland, number to 58, Nate Furman, Cardinals, Jimmy Crooks, and Cooper Yerpe. I'm sorry, but I still think that's kind of a inappropriately funny name. But we didn't get multiples, so we didn't have to worry about catching Yerpes at all. Mets, Kevin Parada. Rays, one of a few for them, Trevor Martin. I don't remember what team this goes to. Hector Liriano, he did get signed by somebody. Cubs, Casey Opitz. Braves, David McCabe. Rays, Brock Jones. Orioles, Jackson Holliday with a relic. Pirates, Michael Kennedy. I mean, I don't know which is more exciting, Michael Kennedy or this Bob guy, but it's in a holder, so I guess that makes it better, right? Again for the Rays, Cooper Kinney. This guy got signed by somebody, I don't remember. Herman Ramirez. Terramar Johnson for the Pirates. Aaron Zavala for the Rangers. And you have to 199, and you have the base. Nationals, Brenner Cox. Oh, here we go. Orioles, Dylan Beavers. Number to 33. As well as a base there for Baltimore. And we got Mets, Morabito, Braves, McCabe, Cleveland, Lamp, Rays, Chandler Simpson, Astros. How much is a box of these? We got them for 109 shipped. So they're since you'd pick up, it would be like 100. Like since you get it in the store. Rays, Trevor Martin. Yankees, Fidel Montero, number to 99. Rays, Chandler Simpson again. Andrew Pintar for the Diamondbacks. Not to be confused with Andrew Painter for the Phillies, who looks like he's going to be a stud and up early. Nick Morabito, Mets again. Adam Mazer, Padres. Jacob Berry, number to 199 for the Marlins. Joe Lamp for the Guardians. Rangers, Kumar Rocker. And this Yermin Luis went to some team too. Don't remember who it was. And then we have Jackson Holliday. Number to 13. So that is a wrap on that. And I guess the question is, anybody looking to get into that 8-box mixer? It's $9.48. So this is pretty much it. This is crunch time. Either we make it or we don't. And tomorrow's another day. Lexi's got practice. And it looks like so we had 2 Sonic cards in the break. So they don't come every box. They come roughly about every other. Chris Bryant for the Giants was one. Anybody remember who the other one was? Drawing a blank ski here. So this is what they look like. It might not have been good enough for me to top load. I don't remember. No, I did top load it. It's mixed in here pretty good, I guess. Yeah, payments got to be in too. I got to double check on that because that's becoming a little bit of a stressful thing. It is extremely difficult for me to get product right now. Oh no, the autos are. It's like one in every like 10,000 packs. There's only the double and the triple autos exclusive to the Sonic boxes. The other autos don't show up in it. Yeah, I got plenty of those boxes left. I have, was it? I sold maybe 2 of them, and 4 were in this break. So I gotta have like 12 or 14 of them left. They're not disappearing anytime soon. And my next break is kind of gonna be a pun. So we'll see how well it goes over. So yeah, the autos are just the double autos and the triple autos, and they're extremely tough to get. The Sonic cards, though, they're good. And then you obviously have the buyback potential. So I guess that about does it. I guess we'll sign off. I'll take a look at if we had any comments or anything on any of the posts. And don't forget, we also need payments on the other break, the past, present, future mixer. I have a plan for that, but I'm not going to engage that plan until I have all the payments in for it. All right, because that's one where I have a huge potential, not loss, because again, don't let those hits be misses. I could hit something big, and that's a break where there's some big money hit potential. Is the past, present, future mixer. But it will be definitely risky for me. That's absolutely for sure. If I break that not even halfway full. So I want to make sure that all the payments are in, we're set up, and we're ready to go. I only asked for them about 10 days ago. So, I mean, if you missed the message the first few times, if you're in the past, present, future mixer and you have not paid already, get those in, because, again, I do have a plan for that. But with the degree of risk that I have with that break, I do need those payments in before I do what I got to do. So good night, James. Take it easy. And anybody else got anything for me right now? So let's see. That was a pretty decent turnout. We got some cool stuff in the Elite Extra Edition. All right, some buybacks and a PSA 568 Clemente. I'll call that break a win. Definitely a lot of hits spread around in that one, so that's good. All righty. So that's it. So we got about 7 minutes before we're calling it a night at the store. All right. So that is all. And I will be back to rip you a new one soon. Most likely, if not in the next hour, then tomorrow. Take it easy.